name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the Bookie Killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. With game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. VIP Sports Podcast, number 80 to be exact. Jerry Rice. I'm Steve Stevens, a.k.a. the Bookie Killer, sitting here with my good friend, my numero uno, my ace, the Big Skipper, a.k.a. the chiropractor. I got to be the first to say, Skip, you look fucking terrible today.
I feel even worse than I look.
You know what? You can't even say terrible because you actually look terrible. You look fucking terrible.
I'm actually terrible in America. It's America.
Oh, my God. But
this is America. George Bush says, this is America.
Absolutely.
This is America.
So listen, man, were you out all night last night? Your eyes are... Now listen, on your ID, I just want to ask you a question on your driver's license.
Yeah.
It says hair brown, brownish gray. What does it say for the...
Brownish gray? It doesn't say gray.
Well, what does it say? Brownish, gray?
It says brown hair, blue eyes.
Oh, stallion, huh? Youngster. Okay, now let me ask you this. Does it say... Oh, blue eyes? I thought it doesn't say bloodshot.
It should say bloodshot.
On Skipper's ID, ladies and gentlemen, on the color it says bloodshot/red. Oh, look at those things. You think he had a long night last night? Oh my God! But you know one thing I love about you? You always show up. You're always professional. You always get the job done.
Thank you.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the VIP Sports Podcast. I missed you guys. I'm going to be honest with you. Reason why we didn't make it yesterday is we had a small board. Skip and I decided to give the guys off. We've been running promotions. As you guys know, Skip's been giving away the office over the last couple weeks. So we decided to give the guys a day off. We went and had some fun as a company, did some corporate type stuff, and actually had a great time as a company on our day off yesterday.
That's what led to my debacle last night.
Yeah. Now, is it true? I mean, did you really lose 20 G's last night, man?
16 or something like that.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, not pretty.
God, so it started with us over there, and then what? You just kept it rolling. You just couldn't head on.
Well, you know me, man. I'm all in. I go until I can't go anymore.
Right. Oh,
I just gotta lay down.
Anybody that knows money talks, Skip's whole deal is I go till I can't go no more, and then I go some more.
I think the phrase was, I go until I got no money left, or I just gotta lay down.
Oh yeah.
Whichever comes first.
Okay, but I've been with you. You're falling out no matter what. After about 5 hours of abuse and you telling people what they need to do and how to straighten out their life and how they're all fucked up and you got the answer and all that shit.
Right.
I mean, after about when you're done, you go completely out. Shout out to Big Ron for carrying my number one gun and the best salesman besides Steve Stevens in the motherfucking game, getting him home safe every night, huh?
I'm going to do my best to pull through this, people. I'm here for you. I'm here for us.
Beautiful.
I got a very sore throat. My head's congested.
Oh, God.
And as you said, my eyes are bloodshot. However, here I am, ready to go like the trooper I am.
Yeah, well, don't bring no backyard boogie in here, dude, because I can't afford to get sick. Time is money, and I don't have time to lose, Skipper.
It ain't no flu.
Anyway, it's podcast number 80, man. We're approaching 100 here real quick. It's hot as a pistol out here in Las Vegas, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, my God.
Hot as fish grease. Hotter than Khloe Kardashian's breath in the morning. I mean, it doesn't get any hotter than the Las Vegas concrete, guys, except for my games.
Your games, right.
Listen, to you guys that are looking for some sales tips or you're looking how to be better at your job, just up your game a little bit. You know what I mean? Up your salesmanship a little bit. Bond with your client. Get them to laugh a little bit. I've isolated a game today, hot as fish grease. I got a game today stronger than Hurricane Katrina. I mean, I got a game today stronger than the Las Vegas pavement. Have something that riles people up like, man, I like that. That's good. Catch their ear. That's the first part of the intro. You got to get someone to listen to you. You're in a business where you're competing with 30 other people doing the exact same thing you do. What sets you apart from everybody else? You've got to be sharp. You've got to be on your game. And your intro must be impeccable. Absolutely. It has to be 100% on point all the time. You can't just be dialing the phone and, oh, hello, George, click. You already got fucked. Yeah. You stay focused, keep your mind on your money. Wouldn't you agree with that, Skip?
Yes, I would. When the curtain goes up, you must be ready to perform. You must be ready to act as soon as the curtain goes up.
Period. And like I said, it's all about the intro. So little sales advice to my guys out there that wanted it. The intro's everything. When you get an intro, you give a guy a call. Hey, Steve, VIP Sports out here in Las Vegas. Want to let you know right off the bat, get into him a little bit. Make sure you bond with a guy. Like I said, anyone can sell a deal and earn a commission. It takes a true master closer to make a friend and earn a fortune. You got to bond with your client. The first part is the intro, getting the guy to listen to you when no one else will. What's a couple things that you say in the intro, Skip, that would get you in the door with someone versus the other 19? Besides our credibility.
Let me just first say this. I didn't call you to waste your time. I didn't call you to insult your intelligence. I know you're already getting enough of those phone calls. Believe me, I know. I just called to put some money in your pocket and to earn your trust. You give me 2 minutes of your time. If you don't like what I have to say, we'll shake hands. We'll part as friends.
Fair enough?
Fair enough.
I love it. I love it.
Hey, we can't run sales training classes here.
Well, you know what? But
we got guys out there in the industry that are trying to imitate us, and now we're giving them our intro.
Motherfucker, you had over 50 people playing our tapes for our clients acting like it was us. You can imitate us. You can never duplicate us. And see, you take it different. I look at it as a compliment. Of course, everybody out there, 5 years ago, everybody was acting like they're Billy Walters, in their underwear pitching. Now everybody wants to be Steve Stevens. We did solely handedly shoot a shot of adrenaline in the sports consulting business. Yeah. It was nothing until we woke it back up. Now everybody and their mom's a handicapper. There's over 10,000 handicappers on the internet, but there's only one VIP. There's only one most feared sports bettor in the world. There's only one guy that's shut down from Cantor Casino, and the only guy to have his own television show on primetime television on the Business Financial Network at 71.2%. I mean,
there are a lot of people out there imitating us, calling people up saying, hey, this is Skip from VIP, or hey, this is Joe from VIP.
Yeah, believe me.
Be careful, people.
Definitely. Amber alert.
The only
motherfuckers are acting like us, guys. That's a fact.
The only way you're certain, you're actually talking to us
is if you talk to us.
Is by calling us at 877-220-6540. That's our phone number. And if you call here, you know you're talking to us.
Let me just straighten you out real quick. A lot of our comments and a lot of our fans that Joe was telling us is that people want my skill. I mean, believe it or not, people were very intrigued with seeing the #1 closer in the world on television. Nobody can outsell me. Nobody's better than me.
Well, if Michael Jordan called you, wanted to help you shoot a jump shot, right?
Well, that was a little bit off. I mean, let me ask you a question to be honest. If LeBron James called you and was willing to help you shoot a jump shot, would you let him? Probably not, because his jump shot's off.
Well, if
Steph Curry wanted to show you how to shoot a three, would you let him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm the Steph Curry of the business.
If
let me do my
Shaquille
job.
O'Neal called you and asked and wanted to help you shoot a free throw, would you let him?
If Martha Stewart wanted to help you bake a cake, would you let her?
That's a no.
I'm the Martha Stewart of the business.
I'm talking about Shaquille on the free throw line.
Huh?
No good.
If Martha Stewart wanted to show you a fraudulent stock, would you take it? Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Me too. If ever. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we got a great show. I wanted to give you guys some sales tips because I love you guys. That's only a little bit tip of the iceberg. Like Skip says, everybody wants them and records them, but I don't care. You can't be me. I write this shit. So you can go over it. It's about the delivery, the presence, the voice fluctuation, and how you say it. You can't just be like, hey, the boss wanted me to give you a call today to go ahead and give you the big game.
Right.
Hey, George, Steve, VIP. Want to let you know right off the bat, didn't call you today to insult your intelligence or waste your time. Give me 2 minutes of your time. If you don't like what I have to say, we'll simply hang up and part as friends. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
That was the VIP lesson. One of the intros, how to get into a client, get them to listen. Great show for you today, ladies and gentlemen. Before we get into the show, Skip, why don't you tell people how they can get a hold of us if they're ready to start making a second income, they want to get their feet wet a little bit, or somebody that's just been losing on their own, or if somebody's been winning on their own. So, there are people out there that are winning on their own. Like, there's people that are going to war, and they have an Uzi, but they could always use a tank. Mm-hmm. And that's how I come through, because nobody's blowing shit up like me. How do you think I got the name the Bookie Killer?
By killing bookies.
How do they get a hold of us? Enough talking shit about us.
Like I said, be careful. There's a lot of fraudulent motherfuckers out there. So just very simple. Pick up the phone, 877-220-6540. If you're looking for a free pick or you want to check out our website, go to VIPSportsLasVegas.com. You can purchase packages on there. There's different levels and shapes and sizes for every sports bettor. Doesn't matter if you're betting tiny. Doesn't matter if you're betting huge. We can help you.
Everybody likes it bigger, though.
Follow us on Twitter.
We like bigger bettors, and women like bigger cocks.
Right. And as stated before, we love virgins.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Green peas are welcome. We have, listen, We have vacancy for all green peas. Somebody that's just looking to get into it, somebody that doesn't do it, never done it before, financial advisors, oil tycoons. Skip, you had a real estate guy the other day worth a couple $100 million, said he's never bet before in his entire life, didn't even know what a line was.
Totally intrigued by what we do. He's a guy that loves to make money. He's making millions and millions of dollars in the real estate market. And he just said, listen, I've been listening to you guys for a while. I've been thinking about getting into this sports betting, and I need some advice. I want to try this out.
Wouldn't you say that's what separates us literally from every internet guy that thinks he's a handicapper on the website?
Absolutely. We actually have people that are serious about making money contact us because we are professional sports consultants.
We have more green peas than anybody in the business. They look at us on the internet,
absolutely.
They hear about sports betting, and they look what's on the net, and they come up with a decision with us, period.
Give us a call. You'll be dealing with the most feared sports bettor in the country. By far, the guy who's been banned from betting in many of the sports books here in Las Vegas.
Hey,
the guy with millions of dollars behind him. He's in the right circles. If you got money and you got contacts in this world, people, whether you like it or not, you're usually on the right side of things. Wouldn't you agree with that? Well, we're on the right side of sports betting. Give us a call, 877-220-6540. We beat bookies for a living. If you want to make some money, get a hold of us.
Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at VIP Sports LV. You can direct message us. We'll get right back to you. It's pretty much how we roll. Hit us in the DM and we'll start kicking some fucking ass. But yeah, what sums us up is, we deal with the biggest sports bettors in the world, and we get a lot of green peas, and more importantly, we get more walk-ins here to the office than a hair salon.
We do.
I mean, there's no other sports office that's getting walk-ins, but
I don't think so.
We're not here to toot our horn. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it's June 10th.
Yes, we are.
Well, I am a little bit. Like I said, if it hurts your feelings, I'm sorry, it's true. If you're going to bet sports, listen, if you're a sports bettor and we're the best in the world, can you give me one fucking reason why we shouldn't be together?
Good point.
Hello? You can't. Thanks. 877-220-6540, shorty. Anyway, Skip, June 10th, 2016. Tomorrow's my baby girl's birthday.
Congratulations. 1 year old already.
1 year old, dude. Shout out to my baby girl, Aubrielle Lynn Notero. My little baby girl I love. She's one. She's pumped up. She's excited. We got her little pool party going on over at the house there.
Nice.
She's got her balloons. She's doing backflips already. Little D's a full-time capper.
She's doing backflips off the high dive?
Yeah, man. I mean, we've really got her in different courses. And she's holding her, going down in 10 feet deep in and grabbing different color rings and shit.
Nice.
But I have had my friends say that. That's why I'm laughing, because everybody thinks their kid's the greatest. You know what I mean?
Well, sure.
Yeah, and that's, I'm finally realizing that.
You're supposed to.
Family's everything, man. And, I grind all day. We talk shit. We make a lot of money. We tell the guys about party hard. I mean, people don't want to hear about us cuddling with the wife at the movies or making popcorn or eating a steak. We tell them how we got drunk as fuck, threw up, played the machines, lost $40,000, met a client for $250,000. That's entertainment, sex, drugs, and hip hop. That's why I had to tell, I'm telling Howard Stern, move over. He's more like sex, drugs, and rock and roll. We're sex, drugs, and hip hop. I mean, we're the new deal. And be ready for it, because we're coming strong. Let's get into the military, Skip. Shout out to Armed Force Radio, all the active military people out there keeping the country safe and listening to us on the Armed Force Radio Network. And, of course, that can be heard every Friday at 11:30 a.m. Pacific, and Monday at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Twice a week, Skipper Dipper.
3 times a week, twice on a Monday.
Friday, twice on Monday.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Do you ever go once on Friday and maybe twice on Monday?
I go as much as possible.
Congrats. So what is that? What? By the heavy breathing, not much, huh?
Yeah.
Because I heard a little guy told me that, like, you're getting out of wind walking to the car, dude. Somebody told me you were going to the Fed. Like, is it true that you went to get a FedEx from the front door, came back, and were out of breath by the time you whacked up with the money with one of the salesmen? Yes or no?
That's not true.
That's not true?
I was out of breath because of the size of the envelope. I was like, oh my Lord.
Oh my God. Can we get
don't underestimate the big Skip.
Nah, never, and I never have. Like I said, I'm with you for life, brother. Anyway, let's get right back into our show, if you don't mind, huh?
I don't mind. Let's do it.
Anyway, VIP Sports Podcast. The first thing I'd like to get into is I'd like to say, as everybody knows, boxing global icon Muhammad Ali, one of the greatest of all time, dies at age 74.
I am the greatest.
Yeah.
I am the greatest.
Well, Skip, you know, to me, like, people are asking me, and I'm seeing on all our comments and Twitters of questions people want us to ask, you know, do I have any old memories of Muhammad Ali? Do you mind if I go first?
Go ahead.
I don't have any memories of Muhammad Ali. He's not in my realm. I'm 41 years old. I didn't watch him coming up. Mike Tyson was the guy that I watched coming up. I respected what he did. He was legendary. He literally, you know, sent the, you know, he set the template. He basically made the blueprint of this game to just absolutely get money, talk shit, entertain, and be one bad motherfucker. Because he talked shit and he backed it up, and that's what people really, really like. So,
well, I got a memory of Muhammad Ali.
go, yeah, because I don't.
My uncle is a huge Muhammad Ali fan, and when I was a kid, him and my grandfather took me to Muhammad Ali's training camp. I guess one of his training camps, which was in Deer Lake, Pennsylvania.
Now, were you floating like a butterfly and stinging like a bee, or did you get stung by a bee and were floating on marijuana?
Actually, the first time I heard him say that was at that camp. I float like a butterfly, I sting like a bee. And when I hit you, Larry Holmes, you're going to be looking up at me.
I like that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I don't remember how old I was. I don't really remember, but I can't do the math. But I do remember going to that training camp with my grandfather and my uncle, and it was pretty cool.
I like it. Well, all I could say is for his generation, absolutely legendary. The new modern day Muhammad Ali, I'd have to say, is my boy Floyd Money May. He set the presence to where these welterweight guys are getting tens of millions of dollars now. But like I said, our praise was on Muhammad Ali. R.I.P. to the greatest of all time as of right now. Guy was phenomenal. He did several things in his career. He helped out a lot. He dodged the draft. He did all sorts of different shit, man.
He did all kinds of shit. Listen, he was a unique individual. He was definitely a salesman. He marketed himself.
Oh, yeah.
He did a great job at it. You hit the nail on the head when you said, you know, he talked a lot of shit. He was really good at getting himself out there in the media, and he created a lot of controversy with the draft, dodging the draft, and you know, converting to Islam, and you know, he did some things that some people weren't fond of, and other people loved. Whether you loved him or you hated him, the guy was a fucking icon.
Legendary.
He sold himself. He put himself out there in the spotlight. He talked a lot of shit, but however, he did back it up.
That is a fact. And that's what
Rope a dope, mofo.
Well, it reminds me of VIP Sports. We talk a lot of shit, but we back it up with the biggest multi-million-dollar company in earnings in the history. So
very good point.
Well, here's another thing about Muhammad Ali. The memorial service, you know, is today. And I guess it's free to the public. What is it? First come, first serve, they were saying.
Well, I think there was like a lottery system or something,
No,
I think they actually waited in line.
Yeah, you wait in line.
Yeah.
First come, first serve gets in.
Kind of like you're waiting out for concert tickets when I was a kid.
Here's the kicker. And it was just like you going to a concert.
They
Listen,
had people camping out for 3 days to get a ticket to get to the memorial.
not only that, but people out front selling tickets. How about that?
Oh, God. That's the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard in my life.
People out in the front scalping tickets to a funeral.
Unbelievable.
These scalpers don't give a fuck.
That is some cold-hearted shit right there.
Shout out to all you scalpers out there, man. Like I said, I love you, man. I buy tickets from you all the motherfucking time.
Hey, if there's a dollar to be made, man, they're gonna figure out a way to do it.
Absolutely.
However, you know, if we didn't have a ticket and we wanted to go and we just so happened to be over there in the area, we could probably get a couple dollars out and fucking buy one, right?
Well, I would say so. I mean, at the end of the day.
I mean, there's a need for it. If there's a market, I mean, I don't know. I think it's a sick fucking thing to do, but it's pretty messed up.
Yeah. Your boy Gordie died in hockey. Anyway, R.I.P. Muhammad Ali, one of the best of all time. You'll never be forgotten, and God bless you and your family, pal. You had a hockey legend fall out at age 84. Gordie Howe.
Gordie Howe, Detroit Red Wings.
Detroit Red Wings, 84 years old. He obviously lived a long life for a bang-up sport, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck, 84 is good for, I mean, guys.
84 is not a bad number.
Skip, will you tell these people hockey is the most physical?
Oh, I think they already know. It's insane.
Yeah, but yeah, like they think nothing's more than football. It's hockey first, football second. And I know you guys don't think that's real. They've done studies. It's the most brutal physical sport in the industry. Skip, you when you were 185, you were lacing them up. They said you were snow skiing, doing all sorts of. Hey, hold on.
I never played ice hockey, dude.
I'm fucking with you, but motherfucker, did you not? I have heard that you were a snow skiing motherfucker.
I did a lot of snow skiing. I used to live in the Pocono Mountains, right at the in Tannersville, Pennsylvania, right at the base of Camelback Ski Mountain. For anybody that knows that back east.
Yeah.
I did a lot of snow skiing when I was a kid.
Okay.
I know. I heard you do a lot of snow skiing too.
Oh no, I used to before I met Kelly and had the kids. Boy, I'd go skiing every 3 days.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy. I mean, when you're pulling in, 50, 100, when Money Talks was rolling, bro. We, just on a small week, pick up 200.
I understand.
200 G's. What were we averaging? 450 a week or?
I don't want to talk about it.
Salesmen get 40%. It's not hard to do the math if you're writing Steve's check. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But listen, don't get paid unless you win. So
that's for sure.
Nobody's ever given me nothing. That's the other thing in life. Don't ever feel sorry for yourself. Okay, ever in your motherfucking life. That's another sales tip. You can do whatever the fuck you want in this life. I come from absolutely nothing, and I did whatever it fucking took to get the job done. I've been cut off. I've been stabbed, snitched on, pushed to the ground many times. I get right back up, dust myself off, and keep going. Don't let anybody ever bring you down. You can do whatever the fuck you want, and that's a fact. Because guys like me and Skip come from nothing, and we don't take no for an answer, and that's how you get the job done, pretty much.
As simple as that. What else you want to talk about now?
Well, there's a couple different things. We have a new little topic that I'd like to play around with the fans. What we're going to do is we're going to call it like the Mount Rushmore. In other words, like, who's on top?
Who's on top?
Yeah, Mount Rushmore, big old mountain. Who's on top of the mountain looking down? So, we're going to see. I want to know who, like, is on top of your list in a couple different things. We'll try to do this like once or twice a week, get our opinions, talking shit on what you think. You up for it?
I guess.
All right, so let's just stay with boxing since we went to Muhammad Ali, okay? Who is on your list as the greatest?
Well, I mean, your boy Floyd Money. I mean, I mean, 50-0, 49-0. I mean, Rocky Marciano.
Oh, fuck. Well, fuck, you can't take my answers.
Well,
Huh?
listen, there's a handful.
Well, I'm saying, like, who do you choose from? I mean, you like Muhammad Ali?
Mike Tyson was a bad motherfucker.
See, Tyson, yeah. So my answer is Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson, and what I saw of Julio Cesar Chavez Sr.
Really?
Straight Mexican mafia fucking gangster out there willing to fucking... Skip, you're the one guy out of everybody I know that respects and loves a guy that's willing to die for their sport and put their heart in it and not give up and not act like a bitch or break a fingernail. I mean, are you familiar with Julio Cesar Chavez? He went to war, buddy.
Not like you are, no.
He put his headband on and went to war.
Okay.
His son, shout out to, Cesar Jr., he was a player too. He was a champion for a little while. But my list of greatest boxers would have to say, give me three.
It's hard to come out. It's hard to name just three. I mean, you got to go with Marciano and your boy Floyd. I mean, and probably Muhammad Ali be the top three.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't put Joe Louis or Dempsey or anybody out there. See, the reason why I don't, it's not my generation, so I don't know shit about it.
You're asking me to name three. I mean, I'm going to go with Mayweather, Ali, and Rocky Marciano. I don't know. I mean, you could go George Foreman. You could go.
No, those would be my top three.
What about Evander Holyfield?
He was all right. He got his ear bit off. He was a champion. He did good, but he didn't impact. He was, listen.
He got his ear bit off.
Yeah, but listen, he was a champion. There were several champions. He was a average champion, just like everybody else. Mike Tyson set the tone. He did things nobody else has done. He created more money than anybody's ever created in the history of boxing, besides Floyd Money Mayweather.
Down goes Frazier. What about Frazier? Down goes Frazier.
So, yeah. So those are the top of our list. All right, let me ask you this.
What about Manny Pacquiao?
Did you ask me who's on my bottom of my list?
All right, let's move on. What else?
Let's go to baseball, because I know you love baseball. And
Let's go to baseball.
I'm going to get tricky with it. What stadiums? Now, I know, how many stadiums have you been to, Skip?
19 out of 30.
You're talking to me, I've been to probably 10. I don't give a fuck about baseball games. Going to them, at least. I'd rather sit at home, blow an ounce of kush, and watch my money right here in Las Vegas. I'm just being honest, man. Skip goes to all the games, go out of town. I'll take my family. We're a Ritz-Carlton family.
It's something I've been doing for a long time. When my son was born, I started taking him to games when he was probably like 4 or 5, and we've been to 19 stadiums. What do you want me to tell you?
You know what? I'm going to actually...
It's something I like to do. I mean, that's how I spend my free time.
All right, well, the segment is you telling me what's your favorite park, but I want to make it better than that because I know that I'm going to show these motherfuckers that you know what's up. What's your favorite park, Skip?
Of the 19 I've been to, AT&T Park in San Francisco.
AT&T, the current park out there in San Francisco right now. Why is that?
Love it there. Just love it.
Why?
Well, when I rate a park, I mean, there's many different variables. I rate it by.
Yeah, he doesn't rate it. Go ahead.
I rate
Someone's going to say you rate it by hot dog.
Well, I do rate it by the food. That's definitely on the list.
All right, so food, what is it? Food?
The ballpark food is definitely very high on the list.
Okay.
I know that probably surprises you.
No, it don't. And it would probably surprise these guys if they knew that you don't eat at all.
That's what I was saying.
Skip eats at 11 o'clock one time when no one sees it. I swear to God, this fucking guy has been here for years. He don't eat nothing at work. Sorry to throw you off. So AT&T Park for the food.
I rate a ballpark by the food, the overall atmosphere, like visually the atmosphere, the surroundings,
The feel and what you can see.
the environment, and the fans. I definitely rate
fans?
Oh yeah, I rate the fans.
So if there's a drunk fan, that he's going to ruin your time, or?
Well, possibly.
Well, then you're.
I mean, one drunk fan that's an idiot. No, I mean, no, not at all.
Okay.
But there's a difference.
But if you get a drunk one and he's a fucking
I'm gonna
Raider
get-
fan or whatever, and he's
Yeah,
spilling beer on your wife or whatever, Holmes?
I'm going to get in trouble right now from all the people out in LA, but there's a big difference between a Dodger fan and a Cubs fan at Wrigley. Okay? Let me just say that.
Okay.
So the fans, I rate the fans, the food, the overall environment.
So
the aesthetics of the ballpark. You know.
Okay. So we get that you like the visual, you like how you see the game. Well, what part of the food? Is there a specific thing that you get there that you like?
AT&T Park?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. The best, the best thing at AT&T Park. As a matter of fact, I'm starting to shake just thinking about it.
Oh, fuck. Calm down.
It's down the third base line at a stand called the North Beach Stand.
I love it.
North Beach Stand, down the third base line.
I've actually been there and I know exactly what
They
you're
have
talking
they have a garlic chicken sandwich there that is just out of this world. If you get to AT&T Park, go to the North Beach Stand, get the garlic chicken sandwich.
That sums it up. His favorite ballpark, Mr. Baseball right there himself, AT&T Park, not only for the atmosphere, not only for the feel, not only for the food, but you better go catch you some garlic motherfucking chicken so you can be burping and farting on your girl after you're drinking all those beers and walk. That place got to smell like the county jail.
It's phenomenal. Well, they specialize in garlic fries there.
But then there's a bunch of garlic farts.
I'm not
garlic farting ass motherfucker.
I'm not a big fan of the garlic fries, to be honest with you. No.
Does it give you heartburn or garlic farts?
I'm just not a fan of it.
All right. So I wanted to change the subject real quick and then we'll get off it. Skip, I'm going to go over a couple stadiums. You tell me what you think about them.
Go ahead.
Wrigley.
Wrigley, the nostalgia, man. Great fans. The nostalgia. It's a great place. It's a fun place. I've been there 3 times. To be quite honest with you, it's more fun on the outside of Wrigley than it is on the inside.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of partying going on on the outside of Wrigley.
So your advice is Wrigley, party outside.
Yeah, get there early, party outside. There's bars and restaurants.
You guys better listen. This is real deal shit. I pay hundreds of thousands for this motherfucker to go everywhere. And trust me, he does.
I could write a book about the stadiums. However, I think it's already been done several times.
Yeah, there's no sense of it. Okay, so
great fans, great atmosphere, and a hell of a party on the outside of Wrigley.
And try to answer in a one sentence or something. Yankee Stadium.
1 sentence. Sucks.
I love it. That's a good. Why?
I sat in the right field bleachers just because I wanted that atmosphere at Yankee Stadium, and you can't even see half of the outfield.
And Angels, it's the best fucking seat in the house.
They got at the new Yankee Stadium. They got a huge scoreboard.
Right field, you said?
A huge electrical, the teleprom, whatever it is, the big electrical board scoreboard. They put it right in the middle of the left field bleachers and the right field bleachers. So if you're sitting in the right field bleachers, you can't see left field. I mean, you can't even see the field. And vice versa.
All right, so so what you're saying is
Yankee Stadium, very good pizza there.
Okay, but the atmosphere, check, wrong. Not every seat is a good seat.
Correct, and way overpriced.
Okay, so Skippers, Yankees, overpriced. Not every good seat is
Don't
a
like
good seat.
Like the old Yankee Stadium better.
All right, we'll Fenway.
Fenway, kind of the same thing as Wrigley.
Love it or hate it?
Loved it. Great atmosphere. The seats are way too small for a big dude like me.
Okay.
The place is 100 fucking years old. The seats are this big, and I'm this big.
PNC Park.
Wow. Top 5 Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah? Of course.
Absolutely.
Here comes the Philly. Here comes the Philly.
No, listen, Pittsburgh and Philly are 2 different cities, bro.
Well, I'm sure. Yeah? Are you a Philly fan or Pittsburgh?
Phillies.
Pittsburgh. You ain't fit to be a Pittsburgh fan?
Come on, you know that. Right. Pittsburgh Stadium, absolutely beautiful. Top 5, picturesque. Talk about an environment and scenery. The backdrop at Pittsburgh Stadium, PNC Park, is it's a postcard. And even when you're sitting there, it looks like a postcard. It doesn't even look real.
Okay.
Beautiful stadium. Raise the Jolly Roger.
Would you have to say that that's number 2? under AT&T for yourself?
Top 5.
A top 5?
Yes.
All right. So all I want you to answer on these other ones then is top 5 or not. Let's go to the next one. Camden Yards.
Not. Been there, not. It's okay. It's not what it...
Not top 5.
I didn't think it was... I didn't think it lived up to the hype.
Dodger Stadium, not top 5.
And the food sucked at Camden Yards, by the way.
Dodger Stadium, not...
Dodger Stadium is near the bottom.
Near the bottom.
Chavez Ravine absolutely blows.
Coors Field.
And the food at Dodger Stadium, you can take those Dodger dogs and shove
them right up your motherfucking ass.
Shove them up your ass. Yeah.
That's what you do with them.
They're disgusting. Dodger Stadium, horrible.
Okay. So Coors Field.
Coors Field was nice. Pretty good atmosphere.
Busch Stadium.
Busch is very nostalgic, man. Fans are great.
Top 5.
Nah, probably not top 5.
Top 7.
Top 8 for sure.
Citizens Park. Citizens Bank.
Oh, well, Christ. Citizen Bank Park where the Phillies play. Beautiful. Top 5. I would strongly suggest heading over to there's a lot of things I could suggest at Citizen Bank Park. Head out to right field to Bulls Barbecue Pit, Greg Lazinski.
Oh!
Or maybe grab yourself a little Tony Luke's, maybe a little Chicky and Pete's, whatever you want to do.
That's coming right from the motherfucking skipper, guys. You know that's real, too.
All right, next.
City Field, and then we'll end it there.
That's one I haven't been to.
Yeah?
New York Mets, I haven't been there.
All right. Well, each week we'll try to do some what we like, what we don't, what our Mount Rushmore is, who we think's on top, whether it's Hollywood games or whatever, man.
Yeah. Safeco Field, Seattle Mariners, very, very good fish there.
Oh, yeah?
They got a fucking cod. I don't know, it's unbelievable.
All right, well, listen, let's move into some NBA and talk about these finals that have been going on. First of all, I'd like to say LeBron James went absolutely crazy with 32 points as the Cleveland Cavaliers beat the fuck out of Golden State in the most staged NBA game I've ever seen in my motherfucking life.
Right.
Listen, that game was staged more than the WWE. That game was staged more than Britney Spears' concert.
Or Milli Vanilli.
Or Milli Vanilli, yeah.
Right.
That thing.
Yeah.
I mean, listen.
I can't even take it anymore.
To you Cleveland fans, I love you. I love your team. I love you guys. But
shout out, Brandon.
You can't be like gangbanging in the county jail talking about LeBron put it on this, that. Like anyone that knows sports knows that it's for TV, it's for money, and that's the reason why Cleveland got that win. These teams can't even match up. It was horrible to watch. Like, they almost couldn't even fake the misses.
How do you win by an average? Golden State won by what? An average of 24 points the first 2 games. They beat them by what? 15 or 16 the first game? They beat them by 33 game 2. And then what? 2 days later, you lose by 30? Just because you change courts? I don't think so.
No.
I can't take it anymore.
I can't take it.
I'm not a fan of the NBA. I never have been a fan of the NBA. It's disgusting. It makes me sick. I want to puke just thinking about it.
But hear me out. Get it straight, though. Only the finals and the playoffs. You love the season. You've made a lot of fucking money on NBA.
I love making money in the NBA. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, you don't like it on your heart. You don't like to watch it.
I don't like watching it.
I got you.
It's messed up.
Well, I don't watch any.
Yeah.
You watch a lot of baseball that gives me anxiety like a motherfucker. I can't watch anything.
Right now I'm watching baseball in the Stanley Cup Finals.
Okay.
If you're not watching the Stanley Cup Finals right now, you're not a sports fan.
But ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and go to our comments at VIP Sports, and I want you guys to tell me this. What was staged? Who was staged more? Game 3 of Golden State and the Cavs or the WWE? I want you guys to put your comments in on which game was staged more. Fair enough?
Yeah, which is worse, the WWE
yeah, which is worse?
Or the NBA?
Which is... Oh, my God.
Speaking of the NBA, tonight, Game 4, Golden State Warriors got a 2-1 lead in the series, best of 7, as you know. Cleveland at home tonight for Game 4, Friday night in Cleveland, Steve. Brandon, I don't know if you're going to the game. If you are, have a great time, partner.
Oh, actually, he is, and he has our absolute blowout winner shirt. So you guys watching the game out there tonight, look for the redhead ginger in the front row with the absolute blowout winner shirt on.
You sent him a shirt?
Yeah, and he's wearing it tonight.
So look for that VIP absolute blowout winner shirt tonight, courtside.
Now, Skip, it is going to be a huge turnaround to come back from a 33-point loss in the bettor's mind. However, you know as well as I do, it's not real right now. It's for TV time. So
the line on
my advice, I'm going to talk sports and give these guys what they want. But on a betting standpoint, on a sports consultant standpoint, I'm telling you not to bet the fucking game. There's too much money out there in baseball to get to bet a fucking fixed ass game that the commissioner and the players and everybody are getting rich as fuck. I think it's more TV and NBA than the players.
Cleveland Cavaliers at home tonight. The line is Cleveland is minus 2.5 points. So the odds makers say it's going to be a 2 or 3 point game favored Cleveland. The total on this game, folks, 206.5.
Since we're not going to play the game, Skipper, I'm going to go ahead and handicap the game for these guys.
What's your opinion? I'll give you mine.
My opinion is this. if the game's not fixed for TV time, Golden State blows them the fuck out.
Well, we already know that. Anytime these two teams match up, Steve,
We've seen it. They
bottom line is, if they play the game, Golden State blows them out every time, if they're playing for real.
In the season, they won twice. They won their first 2 games, and then they just had to let them win one. Let me tell you why. LeBron James is the modern-day Michael Jordan. There's a certain level of respect you show a guy that brings the fucking league billions of motherfucking dollars.
Absolutely.
So you got to get smart with this shit. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are a little bit smarter than that, okay? LeBron's going to get some respect, okay? And they're going to let him, they're not just going to let a motherfucker sweep for TV time and this, that, and the other. That's why I can't get caught up betting NBA. There's too much sharp money in baseball.
I agree with you 100%. My opinion on the game, just for the record?
Yeah, I want to hear it.
I think Cleveland wins by 7 or 8 tonight.
Cleveland by 7 or 8?
I think they tie the series up 2-2, and they prolong this motherfucking series, and it's all about the money.
Yeah.
I think Cleveland wins by 7 or 8, and they cover the 2.5. That's just my humble opinion. However, I'm not putting 1 red cent on this game.
Well, Michael Thompson says that his son, Klay Thompson, and the Warriors would beat his Showtime Lakers. Do you believe that? Magic said that Lakers would beat the fuck out of the Warriors. He said there's no way. What do you say, Kareem?
Magic Johnson said there's no way that the present-day Golden State Warriors could deal with Kareem or with James Worthy, let alone myself, is what he said.
I'd have to, on a 3-on-3 game, I'd have to agree. You got
Magic
6'7".
He pretty much dissed them big time.
Yeah. But Magic, slow down, dude. You don't need to go dissing. Like, you should be all for NBA's empowerment, considering that you own teams and you're supposed to be a black male of empowerment and a billionaire. You shouldn't be kicking another brother down. You should be bringing his ass up. Just because he's a half-breed doesn't mean you need to treat him that way. You got to treat everyone equal. But Magic, you got to stop the hate, and you got a lot of fucking money. And you know what, though? I don't know if it's him so much hating. I think it's him being a true basketball player like Michael Jordan, the type of old school guy like you like that says, you young motherfuckers ain't beating us. So I kind of like what he says.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
You didn't let me finish before I was talking shit about him. I agree with him.
Yeah. I do too.
3-on-3, they fucking kill him.
Listen, nowadays, back in the day when you come down the lane, they're just not letting you come down the lane. They're knocking you on your ass.
Yeah. Now, these are sharp shooters that might not need to get a rebound.
There was a lot more.
There's a chance that they could win as well, but no.
There was a lot more hand checking going on back in the day too, my friend, as we all know.
Magic,
it was a totally different game.
Magic, the rules have been changed tremendously since the last time that you've played ball, bro. The rules have changed probably, 11 times since you caught HIV. That's...
You didn't have to go there.
What do you mean? He's cured.
Listen, here's what I got to say to Magic Johnson.
Magic's cured. Hold on. He doesn't even.
No, he takes a lot of drugs. I just saw an interview with
the
him.
AZT, yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, he takes a hell of a lot.
But he doesn't have it. He doesn't show up positive.
He takes a hell of a lot of drugs.
He doesn't even show up HIV positive.
Here's what I got to say to Magic Johnson. Put the LA Dodgers back on TV, please.
Is Magic fucking...
It's an absolute disgrace that the LA Dodgers are not on television out here on the West Coast. Vin Scully, the greatest announcer ever for the LA Dodgers. It's his last year.
Scully?
I can't listen to him because they're not broadcasting the games on TV the last 2 years. Magic Johnson, get the Dodgers back on television, please.
Let's go, Magic. You got the money and the power, that's for sure. I love Magic Johnson. Shout out to LA, shout out to the Lakers, shout out to everybody out there. Speaking of LA Lakers, here we go again, Skip. We've talked about this in a previous podcast. Matt Barnes says Derek Fisher got lucky in the fight over Gloria Gavon, brother. He says that he's lucky there were a lot of people there to hold him back, dude.
So Matt Barnes and Derek Fisher went at it over the girl.
Over the girl.
Over Barnes' ex.
Like we talked about before.
Who's now living with Fisher, apparently.
Well,
or I don't know if they're living together, right?
Well, whatever the case is, whether they're living together or not.
Oh, boy.
What he's saying, Barnes is saying that he better be glad that they broke up the fight and people started grabbing him because it's not going to be like an NBA fight you see on the court. Right. He said he's taking that shit to the streets.
Ooh.
He said he's going to treat it the same way if someone was trying to hurt his family. He said there's going to be ramifications to that shit, dog.
Oh, boy.
Shit. So he said he's ready to take it to the streets, huh, Matt? Well, it is what it is. If you can't bang Fisher, then I mean, you should be able to beat the fuck out of him. The only thing you should be beating up is yourself because he fucked the shit out of your bitch.
Oh, my.
And there's no going around that. That's just flat out. Hold on, let me go around the camera. That's just flat out embarrassing. There's no way around that, dude. You don't, I mean, beat his ass even makes you look like more like a buster. If anything, you just stay out of the public eye and don't even say nothing because obviously he was giving her something that you didn't have.
Oh, boy.
We look at Fisher as a little bald head dork. That motherfucker might be hanging with an 18-inch cock. These bitches are just adoring.
I'll tell you what.
Fisher's telling these bitches something because he's got a lot of bitches.
Yeah, he gets around.
He's fucking everybody's wife. He's the pussy crook.
He
You
might
know
be-
what? I just
he
came
might
up
be-
with that.
Pussy crook.
Hashtag pussy crook. Derek Fisher's a pussy crook.
Hanging with an 18-pack.
Yeah, he keeps hoes. He keeps a stable of hoes.
He's got balls like softballs.
He's got hoes in the freezer.
Oh,
So he can. Hey, he gets a new hoe and puts her in the freezer so he can always have an on-hold skeezer.
and
Fair enough, Skip?
he'll defrost that shit whenever he wants.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Put her in the fucking blender.
Well, basically what he said was, to be honest with you, he said the first thing that went through my mind was this motherfucker's around my kids. You're in the house that I paid for around my children.
Now that's the part I gotta come
hell
on.
no.
Homie, you know, it's one thing I'm embarrassed you're fucking my girl. That's
Yeah. Now you're hanging out in the house that I paid for.
You're in my house.
Where my kids,
hold on.
Where my kids are living.
You know it's my crib. You know what's up. You want to fuck the girl, you fuck her off premises.
Yeah, take her to a
Period.
hotel or take her to your place.
If you want to sneak off and fuck her, you better figure out. That just shows what a pimp he was like, bitch, I ain't even getting a room. I'm going to come lay the pipe at his house.
Oh.
So I guess what I'm trying to say is he disrespected Matt, and I would have took her to the streets like Matt too and probably beat the fuck out of him.
Well, he said some crazy shit, man. He said, listen, if I wasn't an athlete,
He'd have banged.
in real life, this wouldn't have been a fight.
Skip.
People die over this kind of shit.
I was just going to say, you want me to break that down in street stock?
Ooh, I think I already know.
That's saying motherfucker I'd have stabbed you, shot you, or had some people get at you. That's exactly what that's saying. So, I mean, you could read between the lines. It's all good there.
I read it.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you did. But at the end of the day, I want to give a shout out to Matt Barnes and Matt Fisher and Gloria. Gloria, you're sucking a lot of NBA cock, sweetie. And
Woo!
for that, I want to give you the, you know what, Gloria, you get the cock of the day, sweetie. If anybody can gobble a cock, it's definitely you. You guys want your cock gobbled? Do you play in the NBA? Do you want your dick sucked? Call Gloria Barnes. She will fucking knock your socks off. Fair enough?
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, my God.
Speaking of street
Oh, hold on. Here's another comment. Who's sucking more NBA cock, the Kardashians or Gloria?
Oh.
That's the comment I want you to put in right motherfucking now to my website.
Now, there's a multiple choice.
Is Gloria Gavon sucking more cock in the NBA or the Kardashians? You be the judge. Let me know.
Wow.
Moving on.
Speaking of street fighting
We weren't,
legend.
we weren't talking about street fighting. We were trying to end out with the NBA.
Street fighting. Well, you're talking about, if he wasn't an athlete, this wouldn't be a fight. Shit would go down the real way.
But I got to teach you how to be like professional. Moving on into...
Moving on in the street fighting.
So yeah, how you would do that outro would be like...
Moving on in the street
good on
fighting.
the NBA. Moving on into street fighting legends. Go.
Right.
So you want to take that from the top? Because I love how you do that there.
Kimbo Slice, dead at 42.
Fuck.
Heart failure. Wow.
Listen.
Kimbo Slice. Man, you want to talk about that dude was a bad motherfucking street fighter.
But he had too many slices of cocaine.
Well, I
When
don't
you're-
know. I don't know.
I do. I mean, that's not what killed him. We love him, this, that, and the other. But I mean, when you see the guy, he's definitely on some blow. He's out there in Miami.
That
He's
guy-
out there in the MIAO.
That guy-
On the yayo.
That guy's a straight monster, man.
MIAO.
Big dude. Talk about a big
Got
dude. Huh?
my yayo. Yeah, he's got his mayo. He's got his mayo and his yayo.
All right, well, listen, man. We don't want to talk bad about the dude. He's dead.
Who's talking bad about him?
Kimbo
Kimbo Slice was a fucking superstar.
Kimbo
He was-
Slice, rest in peace, dead at 42.
Yes, sir. One of the legends in street fighting.
Jackie Robinson,
When I watched
42.
him fight those guys in the backyard, when I first saw his tape, it blew my mind.
Yeah.
So what I'd like to say about his death is he was ahead of his time with videotaping backyard fights to another level. I really like that shit. So
Yeah.
thank you for all that, man, and rest in peace to him. And
know what I
shout
call-
out to all his family out there.
You know why they call him Slice, right?
Yeah, because he's Kimbo.
No, he sliced him. I mean, he hit him when he hit him. They
Oh, it slices him?
sliced him.
They call you Skip Slice?
No. Skip's-
How about Skip Roll the Dice?
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
They call you Skip Keno.
Back in the day,
Skip.
I had plenty of fights.
Well, just be honest. Do they call you Skip
These-
Keno?
These days, they call me Skip Keno. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
I fucking love it. He said they call him Skip Keno.
But don't fucking push it, because I will fight you.
Oh, don't push it to the limit, huh? You will go all day long. So, all right, Kim, in Major League Baseball, Skipper, which is your segment, listen, guys, I mean, are you okay?
My back's fucking killing me.
All right, guys, can we get him would you like a massage?
Could you get
do
one
you
in
need
there?
a fluffer? Do you need your toes? I mean, is there something you need? Or
My fucking back's killing me, bro.
God, this is how you know a guy is fucking making way too much money. He's sad, he's hungover, he had a bad night last night. He doesn't even, for a guy that lost almost 20 grand, you seem not to give a fuck.
Oh, I care.
You care.
Yeah.
You got to have a little bit more passion than that. Do you? You really got to care.
What do you want? You want me to sit here pissed off?
No, not at all. I just love your professionalism. So deep down, like when you walk out the door, you are. At work in the podcast.
You hear my chest rattling?
Yeah,
that was 15 cigarettes last
your
night.
lungs are mad at you for sure.
My God.
If anybody's mad at your lungs and your liver, that's a motherfucking fact. Adam Jones says that he will pay Manny Machado's fine for the brawl after he got hit with that 99-mile-an-hour fucking fastball. Sure,
listen. First of all, Adam Jones, he should pay for the fine. That was a nice gesture on his part. Manny Machado's a beast, young third baseman, not making near the kind of money that Adam Jones is. However, he will be. It's nice of him to pay for the fine and stick up for his buddy. Because this guy Ventura, this guy is something else, man.
Well, he has a history of betting. He's hitting motherfuckers nonstop. I mean, it's nothing new.
I mean, he got a 9-game suspension. Machado got a 4-game suspension. For those of you who don't know, Ventura threw a 99-mile-an-hour fastball right at Manny Machado. They had a few words his previous at-bat, and he beamed him, and Ventura's got a habit of doing this, like you said, and it is what it is.
Well, like I said,
bench-clearing brawl was pretty cool, though.
Yeah, I liked it. I mean, anytime there's action like that, I really like it a lot.
I just want him to take the baseball bats out with him and shit. When you clear the benches, go out there with something. Let's go.
I think me and you discussed this before. I truly feel it should be a 60-second rule of a fight as long as it's one-on-one. When it gets 2-2, 3-3, you got to break it up.
Right. Yeah, and
Major League's got to imply some type of fighting.
And I rescind my comment about the baseball bats. Leave the bats in the dugout.
Yeah.
Just go out there and just start brawling.
No, go out if you're gonna rush a pitcher, go out there and go head up with him.
Yeah.
And fight. You got 60 seconds before anyone touches you.
Speaking of
if the bench comes in, it stops right away.
Yeah. Speaking of Ventura, Robin Ventura, when he went after Nolan Ryan, we saw what happened there.
Oh, he got his ass.
Nolan Ryan.
Dude, he connected that motherfucker. That was a home run.
Oh.
That motherfucker ran into a 7. How tall are you up there?
How
tall is the mound?
Nolan Ryan, I think, was like 6'4", man.
But how tall is the mound?
That I don't know.
Would it be fair to say he's 7 feet in the fucking air for sure?
Yeah. And Robin Ventura, when he rushed the mound against Nolan Ryan, he stopped halfway there and he goes, "Oh my God, what am I doing?"
Yeah, I'm fucked.
And he had to keep going at that point.
And got bucket.
What was he gonna do? Stop, turn around, and run in the dugout like a bitch?
He should have fully committed because he got fucking
He got
clocked.
humbled. But that's how the brawl should go.
Right. I'd like to see a few knockouts in Major League.
Yeah.
Guys, would you like to see knockouts out there? I mean, I would. What do you guys think about a 60-second batter-pitcher brawl only? No other area. Pitcher-batter only.
Oh, okay.
No, you can't just fight fucking the shortstop.
Oh, I want the bullpens to
You
go
know
at
what?
it.
You know what? You might. I say
first baseman versus. I think every
sliding
position,
into second and the motherfucker cleats you. Yeah, we're scrapping.
Well, yeah. If
fighting all around.
If you're going to go, they should lock up positions. Like the first baseman fights the first baseman, the catcher fights the catcher.
You think we smoked it? You think my weed wore off on you or what? Listen to
What
shit
are you
we're
talking about? I did not smoke any weed, just for the record.
Oh, he doesn't smoke, and he doesn't, and he won't. But so, 2 things I've never seen him do: smoke weed or eat at work. That's the God's honest truth. This guy, period.
Corey Seager, 5 home runs in 2 games.
Corey Seager, 5 home runs, 2 games this season.
The Cubs, 41-17, the best mark in the bigs. You know the Chicago Cubs are on pace
To be the best ever.
to be the best ever. Speaking of Seattle, the Seattle Mariners.
But I don't know if they will.
The Seattle Mariners, 2001, they won 116 games.
Right.
116 and 46 losses.
So the record,
they're on pace to beat it.
The record right now is what?
They're 41. The record is 116 wins.
And that's held by
Seattle Mariners.
Seattle Mariners.
2001.
Lady. Okay. So they're on track right now for how many, Skipper?
I think like 117 or 118.
Think they'll get it?
Man, it's going to be interesting. They could. They really could. They're that good.
You know what I've noticed? Our generation, like born, late 60s, of course, late 70s for me. Our generation's seen a lot of shit, if you think about it. From CDs invented to how shit has came. I mean,
Now, where's this coming from?
Well, I'm just thinking to myself, like, what the fuck, man? I've seen so many different things happen. I've seen the Chicago, well, where it's coming from is I've seen the Chicago Bulls get the record. Then I watched Golden State get the record for the most wins. I'm thinking in my head, if fucking baseball does it too, like my generation's seeing all sorts of fucking records and then watching them get beat. It's kind of cool, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. The Cubs could actually do it. They're extremely good. Texas Rangers are on fire right now. Watch out for the Rangers, people.
Speaking of the Cubs, shout out to Barb sucking all that cock at the sand dunes.
Oh, boy.
Shout out to Barb for sucking all that cock at the sand dunes.
Oh, my God.
You deserve it, sweetie.
Oh, my God.
I threw you off there? Yeah, well, she deserves it, dirty whore.
Oh, my God. Texas Rangers 9-1 their last 10 games. They're on fire.
I'd have to say they're El Scorcho.
Yeah.
They're beyond belief. They're on fire.
They're 4 games up in the American League West, 4 games up on Seattle. Sticking to the American West, American League West. The Angels, okay?
These motherfuckers.
When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay?
Yeah, well, they're terrible.
If you go back,
terrible.
If you go back in the beginning of the baseball season, I projected. I don't even want to say it, but I projected the Angels would win the American League, and boy, did I really fuck that up.
You really fucked it up? Yeah, you fucked it up.
They got the second worst record in the American League. They've lost 4 games in a row. I've projected that Mike Sosa will be fired at the All-Star break, and if it doesn't happen before that, I'd be surprised. Mike Sosa, you are a disgrace, and you need to be fired ASAP.
Oh, God. And that's just, is that how you feel? Or?
Yeah, Mike Sosa, the manager of the Angels, in case you're listening and you don't know who that is. What we do is we bet on sports, people. We represent the most feared sports bettor in the world, Steve Stevens. We win games. We make a lot of money betting sports.
Don't matter who wins or loses.
877-220-6540. Get a hold of us and we'll make you some money.
It matters who covers the spread.
You're not kidding.
So, moving on, like I said, anything else that's intriguing you out there in Major League Baseball besides
Kansas City Royals have lost 7 games in a row. The world champions are in a deep slide right now. They look pathetic.
They are truly, I can't think of a team in the last 10 years that's won a championship that's came out and been more embarrassed than the Kansas City Royals this year.
Well, the Moose went down. Moustakas went down, and ever since Moustakas went down, man,
it sounds like that Moose got fucked in his ass because that.
I'll tell you, they are antlerless right now.
Not only did the Moose go down, but when they won the championship, they were out there partying a little hard. They were living like movie stars, doing their little thing.
That's all right. You're supposed to.
Of course you are, but you got to come back and be that same team. These motherfuckers come back look like the bad news Bears.
Well, they did. They were there.
They
were there 2 years in a row.
Skip, they didn't lose anybody.
They lost the first year. They came back and won last year.
No. They didn't lose anybody, any players. They got the same fucking team. They won.
Moustakas is out, is what I'm saying. The Moose.
Right.
He's a key part to the team. But anyway, Baltimore Orioles won 5 in a row. They're in first place in the American League East. Once again, 2 games above Boston. The Yankees are playing a little bit better.
Yankees have came around a lot. I actually like DMC. I'm very impressed with that situation over there.
They've won 4 in a row. They're only 6.5 games behind Baltimore at this point. They're making a little move.
What do you think of the Rangers? 9-1 in their last fucking 10 games. I mean, you think anybody expect? Listen,
I think they're on fire.
But listen, I want to.
Texas is good, man. They got a great lineup.
But if America is going to tell us that they had them 9 out of the 10 games, they're lying because that's just been a sleeper team that we've been making money on. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of key teams to focus in on baseball, guys. You don't bet teams that are due to win. You don't just bet streaks. If you follow this shit closely and you have the right connections, you can really break the book in baseball. I don't know how many times I got to tell them because there's a reason you can bet $1 million on football, $100,000 on basketball, and only a couple dimes on baseball. Because if you know what you're doing, you can actually fucking win. And Vegas doesn't want you to have their money. They never have. Why do you think you think these casinos are built off fucking losing? No, they're building towers left and right. These hotels are making more money than you could possibly ever imagine.
Looking ahead for
Shout out to Caesars, Bank of Caesars.
Thank you, Caesars. Thank you, South Point. Just looking ahead here for this weekend, a couple of series. St. Louis Cardinals are in Pittsburgh. That's going to be a good series. They're both tied for second place behind the Cubs. The Cubs are 10 games ahead in the division. That's how good they are.
I've said
it's not even the All-Star break. They're up 10 games.
And I'm not... me taking credit saying I liked them from day one's not saying anything special. So.
And well, the Pirates are not a bad team, and they're 10 games behind the Cubs. I mean, wow.
Pirates got a marquee matchup today against St. Louis.
St. Louis Cardinals are in Pittsburgh this weekend. The Dodgers.
Pittsburgh's actually the favorite in that game. If I'm not mistaken, St. Louis is a plus $1.40.
It could be. I haven't seen it.
It is for sure.
The Dodgers. Wow, big game tonight. Dodgers head up to San Francisco. Speaking of AT&T Park. Big matchup this weekend. Dodgers against the Giants. The Giants are up 4 games on the Dodgers in the West. and that's a big series. It's a huge rivalry. Tonight, you got Kershaw against Johnny Cueto for the Giants.
Okay.
Wow.
Beautiful. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Moving on to
whatever you want to move on to.
National Hockey League. It's been a great playoffs. As you know, the Sharks are getting the fucking job done without any shadow of a doubt.
They got the job done last night.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're going to have to see, man. What do you think here, Skip?
Sharks win 4-2 last night over the Pittsburgh Penguins. That makes the series what now? 3-2. Pittsburgh Penguins have 3 games. They had a chance to win the Stanley Cup last night at home. They did not get it done.
Did not. Repeat, did not get it done.
It was the first game out of 5 in the series that actually went over the posted total. 4-2, thanks to the empty netter last night for Paparazzi.
Absolutely.
San Jose Sharks 4, Pittsburgh Penguins 2. Sharks take game 5 in Pittsburgh, which was kind of a shock to me, even though I've been a Shark fan, as you all know. The series is getting crazy now.
I've always said if you're not watching the hockey, the Stanley Cup, the finals, then you just don't like sports, because if you're not doing anything and you're a man's man, you crack a beer. I'm not saying your old lady or your wife or somebody might want to watch it with you, but and some will. But it's just it's exciting. At this time of the year, these are fucking motherfuckers that are out there banging, losing teeth, getting stitched up, beating the fuck out of each other to get the job done. And you got to respect players in a sport like that. I know I do.
I'm glad you said that, because Game 6 returns to San Jose this Sunday night, 5 o'clock Pacific. San Jose Sharks at home are a 120 favorite. That means you got to bet $120 risk to win $100 profit. San Jose a 120 favorite in Game 6 this Sunday night in San Jose. I just might sneak away to that game.
Well, you know, you can't tell me to take the family to San Fran.
I haven't told you.
You hear what?
I might actually sneak out of here Sunday morning. I might catch a little flight to San Jose Sunday morning. I just may go to that game.
What?
I'm thinking about it.
So you tell me that, hey, you know what? You're going over here. We're supposed to go to San Fran together, or this San Diego together. Just send me to San Fran. So I send you to San Fran. Now you tell me you're going where?
I might go to Game 6 Sunday in San Jose. That's going to be one hell of an environment.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be.
I'm a sports fan.
I've
been to several World Series. I've been to several Super Bowls. I have never been to a Stanley Cup. I just might fly over there Sunday morning and go to that game, Steve.
Where are you going to find the time for all your guys with the podcast?
I'll take care of everything. I'll handle my business.
Okay. I was just speaking of, we got to talk about some serious shit real quick about the hockey. The NHL Board of Governors meet on June 22nd to discuss the expansion meeting. It'll be held, ironically, right here in my hometown, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yes, it will.
Let me look into the camera so everybody knows and you hear first. I'm telling you right now, the announcement's going to be that they are expanding, and I'm telling you right now that Las Vegas is going to have a hockey team in the 2017-2018 season. They didn't build the T-Mobile Arena for nothing. That you could take to the bank. Remember, I told you. It's pretty much all I wanted to say about hockey. You got anything else you want to say? Speaking of hockey and cocaine you were talking about earlier, shout out to Brendan Fleming, a good homeboy of mine from back in the day. Listens to our podcast out there. He was laughing his ass off on my question, what's raw? Our podcast or Mike Trash's cock after jacking off on crystal meth? Because he knows Mike. He said he was laughing his ass off. But I still love you, homie. Like I said, it never stops. You know, we're still making that money out there. But when you get kids like you have and like I have, you know, it's not about the money anymore. But Steve Stevens is a Western warrior that made it. I didn't have to go to Gorman to get them millions. But thanks for your support. When you come out here, let's play some golf and kick it. Brendan Fleming, my homeboy. Anyway, what else you want to talk about, Skip? You want to talk about NFL, the Raiders coming here, or Cam Newton? Oh, Cam Newton says it's time to retire the dab. And thank fucking, the dab?
Yeah.
Thank God, because my daughter does it, and it makes me fucking sick. Everybody on the football field does it.
I don't like it.
And they're copying a fucking loser.
Yeah.
That move with the dab is a fucking loser. You dabbed your way to the Super Bowl and lost.
Yeah, when you get your ass kicked in the Super Bowl.
You got pounded.
And he looked pathetic. I mean, he had a horrible game. Yeah, come up with a new move, because the move you're using, it ain't working.
Who do you think got pounded harder?
Here we go.
Cam Newton on Super Bowl day.
The pizza dough.
Or the pizza dough at Pizza Hut.
That's it.
Huh? I don't know.
Or Kim Kardashian.
Oh, God. I can tell you all sorts of things.
All right, what else?
That's pretty much it. And
I got to get to my clients.
So do I. I don't have a lot to talk about in football. But
No.
you know, it is what it is. Why don't we move over to some little entertainment news?
Yeah, how about the Philadelphia Phillies picking the #1 player in the draft yesterday? Mickey Moniak?
Cognac?
Yeah.
Oh,
Man,
okay.
they signed a lot of high school kids yesterday in the draft, man.
Well, they must know what the fuck they're
Not
doing.
just the Phillies, I mean everything.
I know that, but Phillies need a lot of help.
All right, well, there's a new Mickey in town. New Mickey Mantle's going to be in Philly.
Oh, boom! Well,
You better be worth it, Mickey, because I'll be watching you.
yeah, that's a fact. And Skipper will go hard on your ass and put a video that says you're fucking terrible and you need to be fired. So
Oh, I will.
Make sure you play. You were ranting and raving, and it wasn't but a week later the coach got fired. I mean, I know people could say what they want, but
Well, the next coach
we've
to get
been
fired
very influential throughout our podcast to what happens in life in real deal.
Well, the next guy to get fired is Mike Sosa. Just remember where you heard it.
Write that down, circle it, and put 2 stars and a happy face next to it.
Absolutely.
That's another fucking sales point. Do me a favor, write my name down, put a circle, star, and a happy face next to it, because that's what you're going to be.
And a $sign.
Dollar sign all day long. Well, usually when I tell people to write my name down, go ahead and write my name down. My name is Steve, or you can just put the $sign.
Right.
You know, I'm kind of like Prince. I changed my name to the symbol. So since the symbol's gone, I figured I took over the $sign. Fuck it, Steve.
There you go.
And entertainment news, Justin Bieber gets into a motherfucking street fight in Cleveland.
Oh, boy.
The Biebs ain't playing around. Biebs, you got to slow down on smoking that kush,
Yeah.
homie. You got all that money, you're pushing Ferraris, you're fucking who you want. You got to slow down. It's like my dad told me. There's only 2 things that can kill you, son, and it's the same thing with you, Justin. A car crash, airplane crash, or a bullet. It's pretty much the only thing
Drugs.
Yeah, or drug overdose. That's the only thing that could kill you. Other than that, you got to stay focused because, dude, when you're getting the balls, here's what happened. So anyway, you know, Floyd and Justin Bieber are real good friends.
Of course.
That's why I was like, I don't know if Floyd was showing this dude a couple moves and he's on steroids, weighing 200 now, ready to fight or what.
All of a sudden, he's a fighter.
Yeah, but no, it's still the little Biebs, you know what I mean? He was in town watching the NBA Finals, Game 3, obviously between Cleveland and Golden State. He had all his Cleveland gear on, like he's banging for Cleveland, this, that, and the other.
All right.
And, you know, having a good time at the fight. At the basketball game. When the game's over, fans are like, hey, can we get a picture? He was like, nah, man, no autographs tonight. Fuck that. So anyway, to make a long story short, the guy that was asking for a picture, B was like so mad about not wanting to take a picture that he basically like dry punked the motherfucker. I said, no pictures, like punking him. Well, it just so happened.
I think he actually swung at him.
He did swing at him. He was like, bah, but he didn't hit him. That's why I say he punked him. You know what I mean?
Well, he picked the wrong guy, apparently.
Well, the dude's 6'5", 300 pounds, and literally grabbed him by his fucking neck and threw him to the doll like a fucking rag doll within like 1 fucking second, dude.
Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, so, you know, the guy, and this is what I respect about this guy, he could have easily beat the fuck out of Justin, broke his nose, broke his jaw, gave him 3 black eyes because it was self-defense.
Yeah.
At that point, someone swings on you, that's real. You can go to town on a motherfucker. The guy was smart enough to get him to the ground, call his lawyer, and got a suit.
Oh, boy.
Which would you have rather had?
Now he called himself.
Would you have rather been on front page for breaking his jaw or grabbing a couple of his dollars?
I'll grab a couple of his papers.
Would you?
Yeah.
I'd have probably broke his jaw. The papers are cool with me. So everybody has their opinion. But, I mean, don't you think this guy should have bodyguards around him at all times? I mean, Justin's a real cool dude.
Well, if he's going to act like an asshole, yeah.
Well, he's not acting like an asshole. He is a super icon figure, and everybody likes him, and all these young girls want to fuck him. I've been around him, dude. He smokes weed. He fucking does his thing. He's a cool dude. People run up on him all the time, Skip.
Well,
you get offended when someone... I've been with you when there's like 5 or 6 people bothering you only when you're playing or you're busy.
Well,
How do you think he feels? He's 1,000,000 times what me and you were on fucking TV.
Well, he should pick his fights a little bit better. He shouldn't be going after a 6'5", 300-pound dude.
That's what the moral of the story, Justin. Dude, you don't got that much money to think you're knocking motherfucking 6'5", 300-pound dudes. You got a pass. That dude should have beat the fuck out of you. Should have had you on the front page like jaw broken, everything. You know what I mean? But anyway, shout out to the Biebs. I like the Bieb. Moving on, Johnny Depp and Amber. What's going on with Johnny Depp? I know he threw the phone at her. She wasn't supporting his mom.
Well, I don't know.
When Johnny's mom died, the girl wasn't supporting. He threw a phone. The police say there were no marks, and all of a sudden there are. What's going on, man?
Well, she filed for the TPO, the Temporary Protection Order, against Johnny Depp. And I guess Johnny's hired his people to actually do a little background check into this broad, which you probably should have done before you married her.
She filed a TPO?
Yeah.
Shout out to the gold miner and Barb's pussy. Shout out to Barb sucking cock at the sand dunes. Oh, fuck. Sorry about that. What were we saying?
Oh, God, no.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. What were you talking about? Johnny Depp and his girl.
Yeah, well, apparently his girl.
TPO.
Yeah, filed.
I was thinking TPO,
Yeah,
Barb sucking cock.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
Amber filed for divorce and put a TPO on Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
And so Johnny Depp hired his people to do a background check on the bitch. And like I said, which maybe he might want to know who the fuck you're marrying. I mean, why are you doing a background check on her when you're getting divorced? You probably wanted to know, you probably should have known what you were fucking married in the first place.
No shit.
But anyway, turns out that she's bisexual, which amen to her.
So she's eating pussy out there, which means he's not killing it. Johnny Depp hasn't been known for breaking bitches'
Well,
backs.
apparently
Johnny's probably got a 5-inch little white boy cock.
Apparently somewhere in her, fairly recent background, before she was with Johnny, she was with her girlfriend. And they got into a fight in an airport in Seattle or some shit.
They probably ran trains on the bitch.
Yeah, did something. And,
No, they've all three fucked for sure.
Oh, I'm sure. And anyway, turns out she has domestic violence charges against her because she beat her girlfriend up in the fucking airport in Seattle or something.
Shame on you, Amber.
So this bitch is insane.
Yeah. Amber, I'm really, like I said from day one, he didn't do shit.
Yeah.
Johnny didn't do a fucking thing. He didn't throw a cell phone. The police came. There were no marks. This is one of those girls that bang her head on the stairs and pull out her own hair and put it on the stairs and then call the cops and say she was beat up.
Oh, God.
When a girl's pulling out her own hair and beating herself up, you really got some mental issues you need to take care of. Wouldn't you agree about that there, Big Skipper?
I would agree. But apparently the case was dropped against her, of course, because her girlfriend probably didn't press charges or whatever. They didn't have a witness. Who the fuck knows? But this chick is a psycho.
Yeah, she is. So, just to sum everything up, want to give a shout out, rest in peace, Muhammad Ali. Rest in peace,
Kimbo Slice.
Kimbo Slice. Major League Baseball.
Gordie Howe.
Gordie Howe, hockey player, rest in peace. Major League Baseball is in full effect right now. NBA is at an all-time low with the fucking fixing of the games, making LeBron look like he has a chance. It's just a little embarrassing. Other than that, I mean...
Game 6 Stanley Cup playoffs on Stanley Cup Finals Sunday night.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, all the money is in Major League Baseball and these NHL hockey finals. You can find a fucking total in this hockey, and you can find a lot of marquee matchups out there in baseball that you can unload on, that you can fire on, that you can, bottom line, get the money. At the end of the day, all we're looking to do is make money. At our age, we're not looking to be best friends. We're not looking to hold hands and go to the movies. You're looking for a business partner that can make you money. I mean, at our age, you're looking for a guy that's going to go out there and get the job done, and that's pretty much what I'm looking to do. So, Skip, you got anything else you'd like to go over with baseball or any of our little events? Or
I just need some Tums, and I got to...
oh, I'm sure you do. You had a Tums-type day today.
I got some whiskey acid reflux going on right now.
Right. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, which is staged the most, WWE or Game 3 and 4 in the NBA? Anyway, guys, at the end of the day, we're just busting balls. We like to have fun. We give you what's hot, what's not in baseball. At the end of the day, we're here, and our main focus is to support the legalization and the decriminalization of sports betting. We want everybody to be able to make a straight bet in every city and state across the United States, because it's not going to be long until we're there. And as long as everybody keeps supporting it and everybody votes when we get a bill, I mean...
Right. And we got the third leg of the Triple Crown tomorrow.
More importantly...
Belmont, right?
It's a fun-filled weekend. You got the Belmont going on. You got horse races.
Keep in mind, we got Jack the Track in the house here, too.
Ladies and gentlemen...
We got the two best horse handicappers in the country.
In the game, period.
We got Paparazzi.
Our guys don't wear a three-piece suit and sit down at the fucking track or none of that shit.
No.
Our guys get inside information, what the horses are dealing with, what the jockeys are dealing with, how long the horse's cock's hanging. If it's not, they get inside information on what's going to make that horse run.
Let's just say there's a gentleman in the office here that is a former jockey, okay?
That's a fact.
So what more do you need to know? In addition, you got Jack the Track here, who knows everything about every track in the country.
That is a fact.
So if you want to bet the Belmont, you're going to bet any horses, give us a call, and we'll hook you up with Jack the Track or the former jockey.
Yep. But the VIP Sports Podcast is to make you guys laugh, talk a little bit of shit, go over what's going on for the weekend. Like I said, I think Golden State wins tonight. We're not playing the game. I'm giving you my game for free. Big Skipper says he likes Cleveland to win by 7 or 8. I based my Golden State playoff if they're playing for real, which you guys will find out in the first quarter.
And I agree. If they're playing for real, Golden State beats them 95 out of 100 times.
But correct. So we'll find out within the first quarter what happens there. I figure they come out strong. Golden State will get in their ass. But LeBron James is the Michael Jordan of the business, so they are going to give him one game. He does deserve that much respect.
He got it.
To not get swept, and he got it. And I think now it's time to get down to work.
Now it's time to just take care of business.
Yeah, just take care of business in NBA. Let's get into baseball.
Well, last week I said Golden State in 5 or 6, so.
Right. See, also, ladies and gentlemen, we bet all year long. There comes a time in June to July where I shut VIP Sports down entirely for a few weeks, because part of the business is you got to take a little break. You got to step away from the game, put the battery back on the chargers.
Over the All-Star break.
Yeah, take the All-Star break off where there's nothing going on, hang with your family, and do the finer things in life. I mean, degenerate bettors are going to constantly bet no matter what because they don't give a fuck, but I deal with the most elite sports bettors in the world.
Right.
We deal with guys that are looking to make money and second incomes and realize that their fucking 2% in the bank doesn't get them anywhere. So to all you, stockbrokers, to you financial advisors, to you oil tycoons, to you real estate guys, there's more money to be made in sports betting than any other investment in the world. It's a billion-dollar industry. Don't you think you deserve your fair share? I do. Anyway, on the behalf of VIP Sports Las Vegas, we love you. From everybody here, the Big Skipper, Steve Stevens. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Podcast 80, baby. Let's get it. Whew. See ya. We love you.
Is that like 2 fucking hours?
Mic check, bitch. Mic check, bitch. Hearing things. Hearing things. Been hearing a lot of shit though. Gotta release that shit, bitch. Fuck you. Hold up. I got you, Dirt. I got you, Dirt. I got you. I got you.
I keep hearing things. I keep hearing things. I keep hearing things. It must be the money talking. It must be the money talking. The sports book keep calling me, I won't lie. They really want to kill me off, but I won't die. Even though I lost the last game, I'ma try, cause it's a constant struggle to make this money multiply. To make this money multiply, I gotta take some chances. Follow my gut and never bet with my heart. Never bet with your heart when you're playing with cream. And when it comes to the screen, I ain't got a favorite team. I keep hearing that. That's the sports book calling, telling me to bet big and go all in. Alcohol in my veins, I'm all in. 100,000 on my game, that's ballin'. Call up Steve Stevens, get a little advice. He like Sam Rothstein in real life. We might lose one game, but we never lose twice. The money talks too much, I can't sleep at night. I keep hearing things. I keep hearing things. I keep hearing things. It must be the money talking. It must be the money talking.
It's Steve Stevens, I bust your bookie head open. Split it to the white meat, I ain't joking. Me and Dirt Bomb in the ghost float. Straight OG like that kush I be smoking. It's way too potent for rookies to come hit it. A little white girl around, I might sniff it. Poppin' bub in the club, so twisted. My pops keeps telling me to go get it. So I'm at the sports book, betting big on the Clippers. I'm talking about 5 figures, I need a few shots of liquor. Might need another zipper if the bomb play me. Fuck around and put $500,000 on Tom Brady. When it comes to betting sports, Steve Stevens a beast. Need a certified winner called VIP Sports. Got too many felonies to ride around with my Glock, so sure to keep it since I got shot in Vegas like Pop.
I keep hearing things.